How is an advertisement a visual argument? Ads are everywhere, as commercials on television, spreads in magazines, pop-ups on our computers, and on our highways as billboards. Simply put, an advertisement is used to convince or persuade you to part with your money. Companies are arguing that you need what they are selling, that what they are selling is better than their competitors, or that you should support their cause with a simple image or commercial. In a magazine ad, they can only run one image, and companies put a lot of work into that one image to state their argument. Let's talk about design theory. This is what companies use to make their ads convey the meaning they are going for using visuals rather than words. The design theory acronym CRAP is used to portray some of the ideas advertisement designers use. C stands for contrast. Contrast in color, size, shape, and weight can be used to bring attention to certain points of the visual. R stands for repetition. Repeating certain elements of an advertisement helps reinforce the point the argument is trying to make. A stands for alignment. Aligning images and text on an advertisement gives the visual direction on how it is meant to be viewed and understood. P stands for proximity. When like elements are placed in proximity of other like elements, it gives the visual cohesiveness. Remember the acronym CRAP while the following example ads are being discussed. This ad is for a German hat company named Hutweber. The company's logo is viewable up in the top right corner of the advertisement. The idea behind the ad is this. On the left side, we have Adolf Hitler with his hair and mustache. And on the right, we have Charlie Chaplin. The same hair and mustache, the only difference being that hat. Basically, the ad is trying to say that Adolf Hitler and Charlie Chaplin were exactly the same, but it's Chaplin's hat that made him a film star and not a dictator as Hitler was. They use this sort of humor to persuade you in a joking manner, as if saying, if you wear one of our hats, you'll be known as something good rather than something bad. They are able to show you this simple idea using design theory. The advertisement has the two mustaches and the two haircuts perfectly aligned and exactly identical, as if someone simply copied and pasted them side by side. Then they put the hat on Chaplin to show the difference between the two. With this copy and paste sort of method, they are trying to portray that the one single difference between Chaplin and Hitler was that hat, and that difference is what made Chaplin famous and Hitler infamous. Therefore, you should buy a hat because you'll be famous rather than infamous too. This next ad is for an awareness hotline detailing verbal abuse. The ad is rather simple in design. They are trying to show you that words can be just as painful as a punch in the face and can cause the pain you see on the woman's face on the inside. So, should anyone ever experience such pain in the face of verbal abuse, they should call the number in the bottom right corner because those answering the hotline will be there to help and understand. The design theory behind this ad is even simpler than the last. The punch coming out of the man's mouth signifies angry, verbal abuse spouted at the woman, who appears to be in a lot of pain. The straightforward punch connects with the woman's cheek and forms a line leading straight to the look on her pained face. The man's eyes seem to be looking straight at her face as well. The ad uses a grayscale scheme to make the ad more serious and morose looking. With this, they are able to say people suffering verbal abuse are suffering just as much as those suffering physical abuse, and they need help too. This is a UNICEF ad asking for aid and donations to help countries around the world who are without good, drinkable water. To the bottom left it says, bad water kills more children than war. The squirt gun, though generally harmless, is shown there as though it would kill the boy. They are portraying that the water in the gun is deadly and that drinking it would be suicide for the boy and everyone else in those countries. From a design perspective, there's a lot going on. The contrast between the white background and the dark clothing and coloring of the boy add contrast, as well as the orange of the gun. This way, both the boy and the gun stand out. The gun itself points a line right at the boy, specifically at his large eyes, which seem to be staring right at you, begging you to help him. Those eyes are used to portray the innocence of the children killed by poisonous water. In this way, they are able to say, if you do not donate, innocent children will die, so help these children and spare a bit of your money. This final example ad is for a cinema chain called Utopolis. Once again, humor is used to try and get you, the consumer, to spend money on the company. They show a man and a woman on a boat attempting to mimic a scene from Titanic, but a seagull flies in the woman's face and ruins it. Hence it says, "Reality sucks" on the bottom. Design-wise, they use some dreary, gray colors and have some pretty awful expressions on the models' faces to show that reality truly does suck. Therefore, since reality sucks, you should see a movie with Utopia cinemas to get out of reality for a while. So, in the end, companies have many different methods of advertising. Whether they use humorous or depressing imagery, or some factual information or statistic, clever quip, or something of the like, every advertisement is designed in an attempt to get a potential consumer's attention. Thus, advertisements are used as visual arguments, arguing that you, as a consumer, should spend money on whatever company's ad has caught your eye.